Hey, it's Donna Parto joining you from my backyard in Florida. Hey, just a quick question for you. When you show up, does God show up? When you walk into a situation, does it shift the atmosphere in the direction of God and His power? When you walk into a situation, can you do more than identify what the problems and issues are? Does your very presence become part of the solution? Because when you show up, God shows up. Because you walk in His power. The reality is, in the presence of God, the possibility for miracles always exists. So if you walk in His presence and you walk in His power and you step in the room, whether it's your living room, your teenager's room, the the hallway in a church, the hallways of city government, federal government, whatever it is, when you show up, does God show up? That's my question. That's really the challenge in our day. God is wanting to raise up a body of believers who walk with such spiritual authority that when we show up, situations have to bend the knee to God. That's what's needed in this hour. To be able to pray and actually get answers. Do you understand why your prayers aren't answered? It's really not a mystery. Some people say, hey, I pray and things get worse. Why is that? Do you ever wonder? I want to let you know that I'm doing something beginning on June 1st that I want you to know about. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. But I'm doing a 30-day intense mentoring program for people who want to walk in the presence and power of God. May not be for you if you're just, everybody's different. Some people want to go to church on Sunday and love the songs and the sermons and take notes and go on. That's fine. And this is not for you. This is for the person who's like hard after God. And like I want to see, I want to be in a revival. Have you ever been in the middle of a revival? I have. Have you seen God's power come down in ways that are just unmistakable? Like it's the J. Thomas song, God walks in the room. It's a kind of glory. Have you experienced that? Are you hungry for that? We're going to spend 30 days pressing hard after that, beginning on June 1st. And it's a very small group. People ask me, well, Donna, why don't you take donations? What's wrong with you? Other ministries, they go and they teach and then they say, well, donate money, and I don't do that. I don't take donations. Sometimes people want to donate. I'm like, I guess. It's not something I do or pursue. I want you to invest in your ministry. And I believe every Christian has a calling. All of us, not just the person with the teaching ministry. I want you to invest in what God has called you to do. And that's just the model of ministry that I have. So I want to see you invest in you. Invest 30 days in developing and being mentored by people who've walked in the presence of God. Now, in this particular program, which I'm calling 30 Days in the Presence of God's Power, it's going to be co-led by a woman who took this class from me in January of 2010, more than 5 years ago. She came to the class a burned out missionary. She had been in Malawi for 17 years with an orphanage of about 300 kids and was just beat up, burnt out in ministry. She is the kind of person maybe this class is perfect for. And during an extended corporate fast and in that mentoring program, God spoke to her and said, I'm going to give you 1 million children in Malawi. And she's like, 1 million? I've just about killed myself trying to take care of 300. God, you're going to give me 1 million? And God said, well, that's because you're doing it your way in your strength. Let me show you what I can do with my power. And she went back to Malawi and within weeks was approached by a producer for Malawi Public Television who said, we would like you to do a children's evangelistic television program here in our country. And Loretta asked, well, how many people would each episode reach? She said, about 1 million children. Now she's stepped into that nation. After 17 years of trying to make a difference, stepped back on that soil in the presence and the power of God. Is shifting the spiritual atmosphere for 1 million children per episode, impacting a nation. That's what this is about. And that happened about 5.5 years ago. We've since become the best of friends, and she's going to be co-leading this class with me. I'd love for you to be part of it. I would love for you to be part of it, but time is running out. We're going to close the door June 1st. You're either in the class or no, because it's personal. It's a very small group. I'm just always open to what God's doing. It's very international. It's a mixture of men and women. I don't know what God is doing. I don't care. Yeah, if God's doing it, I'm in for it. It doesn't have to look a specific way. But I'd love for you to be part of it. If you sense God speaking to you, you get to go. Click the button right under. Should be right under here. Click the button. Make an investment in yourself and in the call of God on your life. 30 days in the presence of God's power. June 1st to June 30th. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you'll be joining us.